Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to Jen's Place. Today I will be doing a review of Life After Lockup Season 3, Episode 25, Downward Spirals. First, we start off with Michael and Sarah. And as you know from the last episode when Malcolm was leaving and Michael was showing up, so he shows up to Sarah's house and they're talking about his relationship with Maria. But first, Michael asks Sarah, is she happy with Malcolm? Does she love him? Is this serious and all that good stuff? And she says yes, and she wants to basically make it work with him. And anyway, so they decide to have a serious talk, which they haven't did in years. Michael says, excuse me. Anyways, he says that he is like overwhelmed with Maria and that they have domestic violence going on. That's an issue, and it's a lot of police involvement, and basically he's just sick of it and he's done with her. And Sarah's like, oh, I didn't know, I knew that something was going on, but I didn't really know the extent of it. I'm sorry that this is happening to you and all this bull. Then after they get done talking, whatever, and he's basically saying that he wanted to be able to be there for the kids and that he didn't really trust Maria and all this stuff, and so he can't trust that she won't make him go back to jail, and it's just a mess. So then they hug it out, and then the next thing, we see Lindsay and Scott. After that, we see Lindsay and Scott. Sorry, guys. I'm reading my notes. I'm new to this review thing. So we see Lindsay and Scott. Lindsay is still talking about her, talking to her mama about Scott, and basically that he's a liar and, she can't trust him. And the mom asks about Tara Bill, and Lindsay tells her mom that Scott doesn't want her at his house, at the house, and that her mama was like, well, if you can't live here, if it's going to be resorting to violence and all this stuff, then you and Miley need to come back and live in my house, move back in with me. And she's like, no, we can't do that. It's too small where you live and all this stuff. And so she doesn't want to go live with her mama. She's like, no, I'm going to stay right where I am. And basically, she's using him for what she wants, for money and a place to live, because she ain't got nothing. She ain't got a job. She ain't even tried to look for a job since she's been out of jail. She's dependent on him for everything that she needs. Food, clothes, money, everything financial. She's dependent on him, and she finds out that he really ain't got the money like that. So basically he's going broke trying to take care of her and her daughter and her mama, because he was taking care of her mama before she got out of jail. So he was sending money to her in jail and giving money to her mama and her daughter, buying her daughter stuff. So then after that we see Pupper and Amber, and okay, so Amber is getting ready. It's the next day after Puppy gets out of jail, they wake up in the morning and get ready, start cooking breakfast, so they cooking breakfast, and as soon as they sit down to eat, Puppy's mom wants to know, like, what is going on with y'all, like, what y'all do last night, inquiring on if they, did something that they shouldn't even be doing, because, as we know, Puppy's mom does not want them to be having any kind of sexual relationship going on. So, they both was like, no, we didn't do anything. I was tired. Amber says that she's really tired, so she just basically went right to sleep. And, excuse me, y'all. And, Puppy's like, I didn't really get a good sleep anyways because Amber's taking all the cover. Whatever. After that, Amber hurries up and gets out of the door, goes outside and saying, she got to go to work. So she's done left for work. And on her ride to work, she's talking with the producers about Puppy and saying basically, we just need to take it day by day. We don't need to rush into things. And that she likes Puppy, but, in prison, she did have a attraction to her, but I don't think that she really wants Puppy. I think that she's basically just using the girl for a place to live, And so, anyways, on her way to work, she's talking to the producers, and then her phone rings, and then it's a man on the phone talking to her, and he's in jail also. So she's all like, I can't wait for you to get out. When do you get out? I can't wait for you to get home. I love you. He tells her that he loves her too. And I'm like, what? So, she already got something on the side other than Puppy. And that's why she don't want to be in a relationship with Puppy, because she's waiting on this new dude to come. And, so then we go over to Brittany and Marcelino. When it first comes on with Marcelino, he's at the laundromat, washing clothes. He got the youngest baby there with him, and his mama shows up, and she's helping him with the laundry or whatever. Then they talking about Brittany's mama, and basically Marcelino just don't want Brittany to have anything to do with her. He don't want the kids to have anything to do with her. He thinks that, she needs to just don't worry about it and live her life, and, stop trying to help her mom because she doesn't want to get help. Basically, he's just think it's a waste of time for what Brittany is trying to do. So Brittany, after that, Marcelino's mama says that the only way that Brittany's mom is going to get help is if she wants the help, if she goes to rehab, and actually take it serious. So after that, because Marcelino's mom, she used to be on alcohol, and for like 14 years, I believe they said. Anyway, so she got clean herself, and Marcelino helped his mom, I guess, get rid of the drugs get rid of the alcohol and all that. So Brittany, it's like the next day after the therapy session that they had. So Brittany's trying to call her mama, and she ain't been answering the phone. She's been calling all day, ain't picking up. So she's all freaking out. And so then Marcelino's mom is coming over there to watch the kids, so that way Brittany and Marcelino could go look for Brittany's mama. Marcelino thinks that, it's just a waste of time to even go look for her. But Brittany's like, you know what, are you going or not? Because either way, I'm going. And she stated that, if this was your mom, you would already been out there looking. And I agree. If it was his mama, he would have been on the first thing smoking to go look for his mama. You can't tell somebody how to feel about their mom or dad. It don't matter what. It don't matter if her mom is on drugs or whatever. That's still her mom at the end of the day. So anyway, they go look for Brittany's mom, and they go to this hotel that motel that she's been staying at, and it's like in a bad part of town. And so Marcelino goes into the hotel room, goes into the front desk and asks if he can actually get the key. And he's like telling the lady that her nails is pretty and that he'll give her $20 if she let them go into the room, whatever. But she told them they only got like 15 minutes, 15 minutes and that's it. And if you find her, then come up out of there. So, when he gets out of the car, he tells Brittany to lock the doors. But anyway, so he gets to the door, and Brittany gets out of the car too. And she took the dog with her because I guess the dog was in the car. I didn't even see the dog. Anyway, so he took the dog, and then it goes off with them. We didn't get to see them actually go into the hotel room. So I guess that's going to happen next episode. We'll get to see what they found in the hotel room, because all you hear is Brittany saying, "Oh my God," so we really don't know what happened. Maybe her mama is in there passed out on the floor or something. Who knows? And then we have Chevelle and Quaylon. Okay, so Quaylon calls his sister. He's in the car, and he's talking about he wants to go to Branson with Chevelle, and that he wants to basically he wants to fight for his family. He wants his family back. He's not gonna give up on his family. And his sister is basically telling him that he's stupid and all this stuff. And so, and that, he has a family, basically that Chevelle and her daughter is a fake family, and his real family, he really don't care about them, that's how the sister feels, and the sister is pissed. And, they don't like Chevelle anyways, which she should have just, he should have just not even tried to explain to his sister about it. If he wants to go get his family back, whatever, go, I'm all for family. Okay, so that was that with them. Oh, wait, and then Chevelle, we also see Chevelle and her daughter talking at some park, and they writing on a table. Like, I don't know what the heck they was doing writing on that table. So anyways, they writing or drawing on a table. Basically I feel like it's vandalism, but hey, maybe they can do that in their state. I'm not sure. So in Kansas City, I believe that's where they are. So she asking her daughter, do you like it when it's just me and you, or me, you, and daddy? First of all, why is this little girl calling this man daddy? I don't know if she told that little girl to call him daddy, but who is her real dad? We all want to know. Okay? Do she know who her real daddy is? Like, what is going on? Quit confusing this little girl. Now, that's one thing I don't play about. You confusing this little girl. You playing with this little girl's mind. Now, that's ridiculous. You either, don't be bringing people in and out of your kid's life. That is ridiculous. This man came out of jail, and you, basically, she's like, he, being a father came naturally to him, and, he's always treated my daughter, good, and playing with her and giving her attention and all this stuff. And I feel like that's ridiculous, but okay, whatever. I feel like she told the little girl to call him daddy. Like, that's stupid, but hey, anyways, so after that, the little girl says she likes it when it's just her and her mom and her daddy. So basically, she's asking her mama, when is he coming back? And Chevelle tells her, don't be sad if, he don't come back, because I really don't know when he's coming back. And if we don't work out, basically that we love you. And that was it with her for now. Then we go to Andre and Lamar. So Uh, Andrea's at home already, still pissed off about what happened between her and Lamar at Dulo's house. So Lamar comes home. That's what we see when it first comes on. Lamar comes in the house, and um, as soon as he walks in, they start arguing about um, the way that she came at him about taking their daughter to go meet her sister, which is Lamar's other daughter with another woman. So, and mind you, this girl is like 20 something years old. And Lamar thinks that, he thinks that he doesn't need permission to take his daughter anywhere to go meet his other daughter. And Lamar said everything about Andrea is BS. The whole way that she's acting and all that stuff, how she's getting all crazy and just flipping out for no reason. She's just crazy. She is crazy, if you ask me. Because she just keeps doing all this extra. Like, girl, are you putting on a show for this show? Like, are you acting? What is the deal? But it is driving me nuts. I'm sick of seeing it. And then, I kept looking at the camera, looking at the TV, like, what is going on with her hair? And I see that, it's like, it looks like she has some hair missing. I don't know. So, anyway, she tells him that he needs to sleep on the couch, basically, and that he can't sleep in there with her. Don't try and come in there with me or nothing like that. So he's like, whatever. So he walks out and goes outside and starts talking to the producers. And he hadn't even said much, but he was just saying basically that Andrea is extra. And she comes outside. Andrea comes outside because she hear him talking, because he's basically like right by her window, and she could hear what he's saying. So she comes out talking about, why is you always talking about me? Why is you always disrespecting me? I'm tired of you disrespecting me. And, just flip it out even more. Then her son comes out there to get her. It's because she's making a scene, really. So her son goes out there telling her, come on in the house. You don't need to be doing all this. And I feel like this is the reason why Tennyson didn't want to go on his mission, because he knows how crazy his mama is. He been living with her for all these years, and he knows that his mama was crazy. So anyways, she just be overreacting. She just so dramatic, it's ridiculous. So anyways, him and the older daughter goes out there, bringing their mama in the house. And she's like, I'm on the way in. She's like, I'm tired of him. He is just so stupid. And, then we see in her confessional that she said, she feels like his daughter don't like her. Basically that, she really don't have no conversation with the girl, with his daughter Shantae. She don't really have a conversation with her at all. She feels like that's Lamar's responsibility to do that, because it's his child, not hers. And, she feels like Lamar didn't tell the daughter that Priscilla was her sister, and Priscilla, which is Lamar and Andrea's daughter together, that she made in the closet of, whatever. Anyways, it's just all seems so like made up to me. And then you see her taking down pictures in the house, talking about this is not a happy family. She's all like, she tells her kids, I'm sorry that I let him in y'all's life and all this stuff. And then after that, it goes back to it goes back to Amber and Puppy, and then Puppy is still at the house talking to her mama, and in her confessional, she's saying that she's really not afraid of anything except for Vince. Like, she don't think that she'll get in trouble because her mama asked her, would she think that basically her mama is telling her, there's going to be some rules, and she can't be going out and stuff like that. She can't be doing all the stuff that she was doing before she made it in there. Before she made it. What am I saying? Sorry, guys. She can't be going out and doing all that other stuff that she was doing before she went to jail. That got her in jail. And she can't be doing drugs and all that stuff. And she was like, the only thing that would get me in trouble would be Vince, because, she's still talking about that $500 that she ain't never gotten. She ain't never gonna see. Girl, give it up. Go get you a job. That's what you need to be doing. Go looking for a job, but you ain't. You ain't thinking about it. Anyways, so she also said that she's interested in a relationship with Amber, and she wants one with her, but she don't think that Amber wants one with her. And what else is happening? Oh yeah, and then the producers asked Amber who the dude was that called her, and she didn't say nothing yet. So maybe we'll find out after that. Then it goes back to Chevelle and Quaylon, and Quaylon ends up basically driving to the airport to go get on an airplane to go to Branson, Kansas, or Kansas City, wherever it is. I think it's in Kansas City because it's like a little town in Kansas City, or like outside of Kansas City, something like that. Yeah, it's a little town outside of Kansas City, so it's Branson, Missouri. Yes, I'm right. Anyways, so she's going there with her cousin D-Mark and her daughter. So Quaylon is going to fly there because he thinks that she's going to go see some other man, and he wants to get his family back. So on the way to Branson, Chevelle is driving her and her cousin and her daughter there, and she's telling her cousin that she did go on a date with that dude. I don't remember his name from the last time, and he knows the dude. I guess they friends or whatever. He describes him to the T. Light skin, and he got freckles on his face and all that. And I'm like, oh, okay. Anyways, so then it goes back to Michael and Sarah, and she goes to take the kids to the hotel room and with where Michael's staying at, and they start arguing because at first they were just talking regular, and she tells him basically he could come and stay at her house and be with the kids if he want to. And she was all excited about it. He was excited too. And then they just start arguing about what he does for the kids. Basically that he basically he's trying to say that he's been being a good dad to these kids, and Sarah ain't trying to hear. Like, no, you ain't did nothing for these kids. I've been the one pulling the weight this whole entire time. And it was just ridiculous. So then she goes in, and while they arguing, the baby is putting the remote control in her mouth from the hotel. Like, y'all ain't watching these kids whatsoever. Y'all arguing in front of them, and y'all letting them do whatever the heck they want to do. The little baby was first sitting up on this little shelf thing, and Michael was trying to talk to Sarah, and she almost could have fell off of that. That was dangerous in itself for her to even be up there. Okay, ridiculous. So, after that, they argue whatever back and forth about what he has done for the kids and what he ain't done for the kids, and he's telling her that every time she gets mad at him, she don't let him talk to the kids or, see the kids because he needs to talk to her. And she's like, skip all that, I don't care about none of that. You haven't done anything for these kids, basically. And just basically being doing whatever you want to do. That's all he's been doing, really, just going from girl to girl to girl and doing what he want to do. Living his life, living his best life while she's stuck there taking care of 2 of his kids. And that, they go back and show that when she had the little girl that, she was there alone in labor. I know that was a horrible feeling probably for her to not have anybody in there and you pushing a baby out, because having a baby is a scary thing. You feel like, you really about to die. So, you want somebody there, especially the dad there, so they can be there too with you just in case something do happen. Anyways, so they show that he wasn't there, and he wasn't there when she had the other kid either. So she was like, this is the second time that I didn't have a baby alone and all that stuff. So after that, she storms out of the hotel room and takes the older little girl with her, and then let the baby there with him. I'm like, why the heck would you leave your baby, the one that can't say no words or nothing, talk or nothing, with him? I didn't see her leaving not a diaper, not a wipe, not a bottle, not a nothing with him. So I'm hoping that she goes back in there and get that baby, because he don't know what he doing. Like, why would you leave the little girl with him? Anyway, so after that, the episode it goes off, with that. And we basically have to see what happens next week. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Come on, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.